Here's something around that.
Okay.
I'm in a session.
Okay.
And I'm doing, you know, a reading for someone.
Okay.
And they don't let me get the main idea of what it is I'm perceiving and keep interrupting me. And I'm taped this for them, and they get home and they listen to it maybe a day or two later, call me on the phone, go, why didn't you tell me to shut up? And you can't.
Yeah.
But
why,
you try to
didn't
steer
you tell
them.
me to shut up? Is that what you said?
Well, there are times when I'm trying to be tactful
Yeah.
with that, but I think that that's something that we all need to be conscious of, to be thoughtful. And sometimes, see, my mind works like really, really fast, and I'm, you know, looking at things, and sometimes I'm afraid I'm going to lose the information, and sometimes I do interrupt, but I try to use my voice in the process.
And see, also what you're doing right now, and I hope it's on camera, you are slow. If you're with a person that talks too fast, ask them to use gestures, because gestures will slow you down. You have to. So when I work with people who are talking too fast, use gestures. Gestures will slow you down.
I like that.
You like that?
I do.
Good.
Thank you.
You got that from an expert, an old drip.
Well, how do you think that modern technology has changed communication? This is a big one, I think.
Well, sure. It's because everybody Twitters and texts and blueberries and redberries and all kind. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, and it gets into the way of people talking and understanding the message in back of the message. When you talk too fast, when you text, you don't get the emotion. We buy by emotion and justify by fact. I'd like to say that again. We buy by emotion and justify by fact. First you buy the messenger, then you buy the message. If they don't trust Badeish, they're not going to listen to it. And people forget that. When I work with salespeople, I'm always saying, listen, slow down. See, salespeople have a tendency to think they've got to keep on talking. Keep on talking.
Right over the top.
And no, you want to slow down, because remember, your reality and their reality are two different worlds. You're saying to that person, I want you to trust me. I want you to listen to me. And that means slowing down, using your voice, using that 93%, using that all. Great actors know that. There's a thing called see and say. Great actors do this, Badeish. A bad actor goes, I'm going to kill you. A good actor does this. And you see see it before. It's called see and say. You see it beforehand. So if we did that more in communications, the person could see it, and then you say it. And that's an acting trick when we're always acting. So that's another little hint.
I have one for you. I hope that you can answer this question.
All right, I'm ready, kid.
Being the expert that you are.
Expert, okay.
Why is it?
Yes.
Pause.
Yes. Gotcha.
Why is it when people call and leave a message that when they get to their phone number, they go, blah, blah, blah,
sure.
Or they basically drop the volume in their voice, and you have to play it over I don't know how many times.
Yes, good
so
point.
I'm wondering, the most important thing.
If they get that, so I tell clients, hello, this is Don Wright. Give my telephone number right up front.
Oh, good.
Call it right up front, because then then give the rest of the message. Because people have short attention. What do you think is the attention span of the average person today, Badeish? What would it be?
I think it's short.
Okay.
I think it's short.
How short?
I would say in seconds.
10 seconds. And you know why? You can tell because on television, at one time when I was on TV, you used to have 60-second commercials. You do not have 60-second commercials. You have a 10-second commercial, a donut or something, it goes back to something else, and then you have the rest of it. So we have been programmed by television. In fact, if you want to give a good presentation, never make it more than 20 minutes. The average TV show is what? 20 minutes. And you want to keep their attention. And it's very, very difficult to do that. You know, again, their attention span is different.
Well, that's where the technology is really interfering with
sure.
our senses. And they don't know it's also interfering with them physically, But when you think of all the violence that's going on with children,
Yeah.
you know, children are in this technology at a very young age.
Sure.
But what they're also, what I was just hearing about this the other day, is the programming that's going on with cartoons that basically is bringing in the technology. They're showing it in pictures. They're also bringing in the violence.
Yeah.
I mean, they're being programmed.
Yes,
and I don't think the parents are realizing what these children are taking on.
Badeish, the brain is there to keep you to survive, and they're programming to the information in the brain, which is the fear factor. If I love, I know I'm part of the universe. I come from here. If I'm always worried about surviving, I asked a psychologist on my radio show, why is it that people like bad news? Why do we have bad news? And he says, because people are programmed for bad news. They're looking, you get up in the morning and you're looking at you look at the paper and what do I have to worry about today? In fact, I was raised that if you didn't worry about it, you didn't care. If I loved Badeish and said, you know what, last night I worried about you so much, and Badeish says, oh, he was up all last night worrying about me. He must really love me.
That wouldn't be the way I'd take it.
Oh, I know, dear. But I did a good job of selling it.
I'd say, why weren't you, if you were worried, why weren't you praying?
Yeah. Excuse me, it's not my reality.
Well, that's why Happy News and newspapers, that paper wouldn't exist in this culture, is because we're so conditioned to
bad news.
Bad news.
What's going to kill us?
Now we're conditioned to more violence.
Yes.
And
I watched Jersey Shores the other day on MTV. Because I know it's okay, but I remember, I want to know what's happening out there. I'm a communicator. I watched a thing called Skin, another one.
Oh.
I know, but I'm seeing how they're programming people. You've got people who are young, and they're getting this program across, and people are living their lives, Badeish, to the people on television. They're thinking that's okay, or my life would be more exciting if I went around with a hunky guy with tattoos all over my body who just want to get it on always. And I don't think that's completely true.
Well, if you're not paying attention and you're going 100 miles an hour and you're letting the society, the culture program you into what your value system should be, it's like I noticed all these young kids going down the street in cold weather wearing shorts and tennis shoes, no jacket, and the parents have bought the clothes. The parents aren't saying to the child, put those jackets on and be warm. And it's just interesting who's in control and what these children, how the communications at home has broken down so much that it's the child that's running the show, it's not the parents. And so I don't understand why the parents...
I think you have a lot of passion on this, Badeish.
I do.
I get that feeling the way you're communicating.
Why is it this? Is this the Italian kind of? Yes. Another life, possibly. I don't know.
All right. Communications, the essence. One of my favorite lines is from Cool Hand Luke, the movie, when he's talking to Luke and he says, what we have here is a failure to communicate. And I love that line. You know, what we have here.
I remember
It's one of my
that.
favorite movies.
Yeah.
You know. I saw that movie, The King, it's up for Academy Awards. The King's, whatever it is, The King. I fell in love with that movie. It was the most...
Well, you would. He was a communications expert in the
I
day.
know, but he stuttered. The other guy stuttered so much, and the way he went through it, and the acting was so internal. I don't mind movies when we have, cars crashing and stuff, but I want to see the essence. I want to see a human being talking to each other. And that's why I do what I do. As a communication coach, I just want you to understand that you're more than what you think you are.
Yes.
You're an essence, a divine essence. In fact, I talk to a lot of seniors. I don't call them seniors, I call them elders. I work with a lot of elders now who are members of the senior theater group. They're people who are living today. They're not dying. They're living today. They're forgiving themselves for the past. They're living. We have a whole new culture of people that I'm creating and called the elders. Be an elder. Forget about the past. Don't live there.
Screaming up on it.
I know. It's always going to happen. Remember at one time you have death and taxes. Now it's death, taxes, and you're going to get older. What are you going to do then, honey? Okay.
Well, can a person change their communication style?
Yes. They can if they know that they're not that their style. It's called, can you teach an old dog new tricks? Can you? Yes. It means stopping yourself every once in a while and checking with people to see if they're getting the message across, to see if they're getting it across. And many times we don't. It's simple things like, I don't know if we have time. Remember I talked about power? Power, the first part of power is your position or your posture or your point of view. If I want to communicate to you right now, we're in a position, and then I ask...
I'm not matching you. That's another thing, is you match...
Excuse me, it's your show. I should match you.
Well, you're in control right now.
Okay, but now we're in position.
Now we're in position.
Okay, now to get it across, I might say, well, what's your point of view about something? So tell me your point of view about something, Badeish. Tell me about something you have a point of view on.
Oh.
Somewhat short.
Something short.
Yes, huh?
Okay, I have a view that too much television is definitely not good for even adults or children.
Good. So what I'm hearing you say, notice what I'm hearing you say is that you see that there's disadvantages of television today, and you think that maybe we could do something about it or something. See what I'm doing now? I'm adding to it. So now I got your position at your, not only with the body, but I have your position now with your point of view. Notice how I use the word point of view. It's your way that you see it. The next part of power is to own the other person's point of view. Now watch this. Badeish, look at me and tell me, I don't like your sport coat.
Your sport coat is very interesting.
No, just tell me I don't like it.
Oh, really? That's, you want me?
Yes.
Okay. Don, I really don't like your sport coat.
No, I can do that. Well, what I could do this. This is called not owning. Now, say the same thing again.
Don, I really don't like your sport coat.
I can understand. Notice, I can understand why some people would feel that way. See, I owned your message a little bit right there. I didn't slam it back.
Right.
And when in communications, we all have different points of view, correct?
You honored my point of view.
I honored your point. Didn't completely agree. I owned it for a little bit.
Yes.
So that's P is your position. O is to own. Now W is to wait. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to ask you a question and not wait. Badeish, where do you like shopping? I like to go to Nordstrom's. See what I just did? I asked you a question and didn't wait for you to answer.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
a
do
big
that.
one out there, isn't
it? It sure is. So if I said this, Badeish, where's your favorite place to shop?
I love Nordstrom's.
Gotcha. Now we have communications.
Right.
So we have position, owning, waiting, and now the next one is to extend, to get your message across. And you extend by the 93%. Badeish, I can understand why you do this wonderful show, because you are just a talented person. Notice how I'm getting that across. And that's called using your body to extend your point of view, to extend it. So that's the E. So P, O, W, E is extend, and the last one is to watch a person's reaches or retreats. So, and this is very interesting. You're talking to someone and you see them doing this. This is called a retreat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, we switch over. Yeah.
Or this. How about that?
I think that's sensuous
myself. No, that would say I'm not really interested in what you have to say in body language. When you match, of course you are.
We'll match.
This is not.
But the big.
You're cute.
I know. So are you, honey. It takes one to know.
Oh yeah, we're both communicating.
You're such hams.
I know.
Okay. But again, watch the reaches or retreats, especially when you're giving a person information. Many times you'll tell them something in business and you'll see their body going like this, and you know that they don't get it. So what you do, you take responsibility and say, excuse me, I don't really think I explained that properly. I didn't make them wrong. They're retreating. And I want them to reach and say, oh, I understand. This is a reach. This is a retreat. P-O-W-E-R, power. And the word power means to perform effectively. People are afraid of the word power. They think it's brute force. When you perform effectively, you are powerful. And there's nothing wrong with the word power.
No, there's not.
No, no. Thank you.